So you guys remember how I said I've been wanting to get some more canvases, and if I was to go to the art store I would probably get a really large one? Well, guess who got to go to the art store? She's a bit big. She's not as big as the mermaid, which by the way I'm getting a lot more work done on her. She's wider, just a little shorter. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with her, but I have her and I love her. She doesn't even fit in the shot. I kind of need to there you go. She's basically the size of my fridge door. And then I picked up 2 really tiny canvases. That's honestly all I got other than thread. I think these are like 5x7s. Also have no idea what I'm going to do with those, but I have them and maybe I can work on something small. I'm getting ready to hopefully start the sky soon. I got it all sketched out because I ended up finishing a painting that I'm going to end up doing a time lapse of. He is up here. I finished my little snail. So we're going to do a time lapse on that, but I have one more before then that we're going to do. There we go. Okay, now you're not so wobbly. Anyways, besides sketching that painting out, I've just been taking the morning kind of slow. Been in a bit of a funk and haven't been wanting to start work quite yet, so got that done. Placed a bunch of orders for fabric that I need for different projects and just responded to a bunch of messages and things. I think later today I'm going to work on some editing, but I'm going to wait till the end of the day for that, so I'm finally going to start on my art dolls that I've been kind of putting off. Anyways, let me grab everything. Okay, so last vlog I was supposed to get these dyed for the octopus, but I never got around to it because I started getting sick, so now I'm going to get that done today. So first thing I'm going to do is get everything all wet. I don't think I want to soak it completely because I need it to dry kind of faster, so I'm just going to kind of lightly go over it. That way the very top is wet. Okay, so now I need to get some acrylic paint down and figure out what colors I'm going to add to this. Okay, so I decided on just getting some black paint and watering it down. And since we're just going lightly over it, it's just going to kind of darken the red. So I'm just mixing that up. And like I said, I think we're just going to sprinkle it on. I don't know if I'm just going to completely cover everything yet. And then for highlights, I think most likely when we get to highlights, we're going to do some oranges and some brighter reds, possibly blues. I haven't quite decided on the blues yet. I don't know if they'll show up right. I'll make the legs look a little bit more spotted, but I think I want kind of like lines on the main body. Mainly doing it this way because I think it'll help make it look wrinkly when we get to trying to add texture to it. Because I want to mess around with sewing it to where there's like wrinkles and folds. I haven't done that before and I figured this would be a fun project to mess around with. I'm also not trying to make the lines like super precise because since we watered everything down, everything's going to blend together. It's just going to start bleeding, which is what I want it to do. So there's no reason to make the lines super detailed or anything. Honestly, the stripes look good. I think I might continue that with the legs. Let's try it out. Yeah, I think that'll look cool. Oh, see, it's already doing the bleeding thing. I really like that. The others aren't doing it as quick, but for some reason that spot did well. Okay, so I let them dry a little bit and start bleeding, and then I blotted them. They're still wet, so I need to let them continue drying, so I'm going to try and move them out of the way so that I don't have to worry about them. I'm going to try and get them on the other kitchen counters, and then I need to resin some clay pieces for another project. So I've got this little guy, and I'm going to get him all resined up. He's going to be a little goat. He's actually going to be a fusion challenge. I'm not going to do a random drawing with him, but I just had a cool idea of fusing a goat with something. I'm going to leave that kind of until the video. But yeah, I wanted to do just my own fusion challenge without a random draw. So he's going to be part goat, part something else. And I picked some interesting colors because I didn't want him to be very boring. But yeah, I need to resin over mainly the eyes, the snout, and the horns. I don't think I'll go over any of this because I am going to fur it. Even though I have all the markings and stuff, I am going to try and fur over that. So I'm going to clean up my workspace. I'm going to get my resin, mix that up, and then we can start painting it onto him. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys the octopus eyes that we made last vlog. So they finished curing and I popped them out. They look pretty good. The only problem is they're kind of bubbly. I need to figure out a way of stopping that from happening because for some reason, no matter how much I mix my resin, they always kind of get those bubbles. I'm going to see if there's something I can do other than just mixing slower. That's the only thing that I know of. I know you can like breathe on them or possibly squirt like alcohol onto them so that the bubbles raise to the surface, but yeah. I hate pouring these things. They're so heavy still. Once they get a little bit more empty, it probably won't be so bad, but right now it's like really hard to control how fast you pour it. So just trying to get to a specific line. Also, it's so thick that sometimes it's really hard to figure out how much is going to come out of the bottle. Okay, I'm gonna let that level out and see if that's enough. For some reason, part B of this resin, actually part B of almost all the resin that I've worked with so far, is always a little bit more runny. So it's a lot easier to pour this part. See, it's just not so like syrupy. Now, I'm just mixing kind of fast. I know like if you want to avoid air bubbles, you need to not mix so fast, and I'm definitely going to get air bubbles with this. It just doesn't really matter because I'm just painting it on the surface and not trying to actually cure like a thick thing of it. Yeah, so I hope this vlog will be fairly entertaining. I'm just kind of not feeling it lately. I've been having a little bit of trouble just kind of keeping my head straight. I don't really want to go into details or anything, but we ended up losing a really close friend, and yeah, my head's all over the place because of it. Just can't focus too well today. Actually, I haven't been focusing well for the past week. I don't like talking about like sad or depressing or stressful things in my vlog too much because I want them to be something fun and more uplifting, but I guess that's just not where I'm at right now. Okay, there we go. Only problem now is I can't move this stuff, so we're gonna have to work over here and try and not get anything on this. Okay, so the fabric for our octopus is still drying. It's almost done, so I think I have enough time to get one more thing done before going back to it. So pretty much I'm trying to put together these little wings. So I've already made a wire frame for them, and I need to slide the fabric over the wire frame and then just sew the wires into place. So that's what I'm going to do right now. But yeah, guys, I really need to just kind of get my stuff together. I need to start focusing. Get out of my little funk because I have a bunch of projects. I've got a really large order to fill. It's not really like a bunch of things, it's just like a really big thing that I decided to take on, and I'm excited for it and everything. But I've got that, and then I'm arranging to do more product reviews with Arteza, so I'm getting that dealt with as well. And I can't focus right now. I think I just need to take a little time for myself here and get everything all together. Yeah, so I kind of am like in a weird place where I want to talk about it, but I really don't want to talk about it because like it makes it more real. I am going to be making like a little memorial gift for his girlfriend because before this their little kitten had also passed away from complications, so I'm going to kind of do a joint little memorial gift by making a kind of a remake of their little kitten. So I'm going to be working on that. I don't think I'm going to be making it a video because I feel just odd about it. You may see me like work on it here and there in vlogs, but just like bits and pieces of it. I went to pick up my fabric markers to start back up on the octopus, and apparently I left it upside down, and as soon as I touched it, they just all poured everywhere. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use these colors. I think they'll actually show up pretty well with the red. I think I'm gonna start with the black first and just figure out how I want it. Okay, so I know I like the black lines. Let's see what else we want to do. I think I'm gonna mess with this one and then do everything on the others. I was thinking like random dots with this one, which this doesn't look much different than the other colors, but I'm trying. The main reason I'm leaving this still on the tinfoil is these fabric markers do kind of bleed through till they're dry, so I didn't want to get it all over the counter. I learned that the hard way when I first tried these out. I think a lot of the more brighter highlights I'm going to do once I have everything put together, because I think it'll be easier to figure out where I need to have them. This is mainly just to get kind of like a texturiness to it. Okay, that's not too bad. And the red little spots kind of show up. I didn't want to do too much on the legs because I didn't want them to be too busy, but I also wanted the little wrinkles to kind of go down the sides of them a bit, so I just added a tiny bit to them. Okay guys, I think I am done for the day. I have stuff literally everywhere and I still have a bunch of editing to do, so I'm going to start working on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I know the subject matter was a little bit kind of just not there and kind of depressing, but it's just what I'm going through and had to bring it up a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!